So keep an eye on the McCarthy poll question over at KZOZ.com. We're asking you, who do you think is really responsible for the gas prices, the crunch, as it says over in the poll question? And a lot of people are kind of feeling different way. I mean, the majority of people so far, 45% say it's U.S. and Israel for the strikes on Iran. They believe that is the reason that we're in the gas crunch. 18% of people believe it's because we live in the state of California. Well, that doesn't help, does it? I mean, it doesn't initiate anything, but it definitely adds on to it. The gas corporations, 18% of people also believe they're just being greedy.
That's the baseline blame. I'm sorry, blame. The baseline blame is what I meant to say, and the baseline blame is always at 18% if that's the case, because it's just taxes.
And there's another 18%, and that's people blame Iran, which I don't think people realize how long they've been holding oil hostage and have been kind of a bully in that region of the world, and it's affected us as well at times, but. So they get 18%. So
I look more at the humanitarian bullying as more of a problem from the Iranian forces.
Well, that's even worse. Yes. I mean, yes, that
ask
would
anybody
be the worst
who's
thing
lived there for the last 47 years,
or knows anybody, or pays attention to what they do to children and women over there. But 45% think it's U.S. Israel for making the strikes, and the other, a little bit more than that, 55% believe it's a combination of Iran for their practices, the gas corporations in the state of California. You can vote at KZOZ.com. We had some people weighing in on it. Big Joe Daddy says they have to make it hurt for Trump and the Republicans for the midterms. Well, I've thought of that. I mean, the midterms are coming up in November. If gas prices are what they are now, or even, close to what they are now, that's going to be terrible for Republicans to succeed.
It's so crazy the little dynamic. I mean, it's a very little dynamic, but it carries so much weight, the gas prices. I mean, because people have to get from point A to point B, right? So, I mean, that little dynamic has so much weight into who is the head of the power structure in this country. It's really crazy. And Iran has been, and you brought it up briefly, and I quickly pivoted to the humanitarian problems of the Iranian regime. But seriously, they've been the puppet masters for the last 47 years with the controlling of the oil.
Yeah, and it's there. I mean, there's so much more to this conversation, but if we just focus on, our gas crunch, we have Sensitive Paul who wrote in. He says, of course, it's Trump and Israel's fault for starting the war, but it's also the greedy ass old, I think he meant gas companies, who take advantage and price gouge.
Oh yeah, dude! Like the minute the first strike was. They're like, okay.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it was within seconds. And you think gas is bad. I mean, and it is. It's terrible. But, if you have to buy plane tickets, I had 2 trips I had to plan. My wife and I are doing a trip this spring, and then I've got something coming up next year. And I'm like, we got to do this now before, jet fuel goes through the roof. And we were able to get it done, and it still wasn't cheap. But I bet you today those prices are even more. Now, hopefully this thing wraps up and, sooner than later, maybe in the next, month. 30 days, and then things will start to get better. But then summer's going to be here, and the summer blend. Apparently, that's more expensive.
Are we not on the summer blend right now? Because if we're not in California, that's
no, we are crazy. Not on the summer blend right now. We're. I think we're still coming off the
okay. Then
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I know it feels like summer, but it's only March 24th.
While we're focusing on stupid hoaxes, then that's got to be a stupid hoax too, because it has literally been summertime for the last 3 weeks in California from a temperature perspective. So what? I'm doing damage to my car because I'm running the winter blend in 95-degree heat?
No.
Okay.
No. The summer blend is just, I had to check this out, and I found a podcast, and they were explaining different octane levels. You got 87 all the way up to usually 91 or 92, and what that kind of does for your engine and so on. And you only want to run 10% ethanol. Some people run ethanol-free gas, which in small engines and certain things, it makes a lot of sense. Like mowers and small gas powered engines, but the summer blend versus the winter blend is just the structure of the gas and the temperature. So especially if you're in colder temperatures, they have an additive in there that actually will help it start and burn more efficiently that they don't need in the summer. So actually, they add something in the winter that they don't add in the summer, and the summer's more.
So they're adding something to the gas that makes it cheaper in the wintertime, but it's bad for your car in the summertime. It makes zero sense. And to me, all that tells me is they know that more people drive during the summertime, and they're like, well, gas prices go up in the summer because we can make more money off of it.
The other big news story of the day yesterday was that ICE agents were going to a number of airports and people were flipping out. I saw a woman who was, she was half Chinese and half American. She says, I'm an immigrant and this terrifies me. Well, if you're a legal citizen, it shouldn't terrify you. Number one. Number two, they're just there to facilitate because TSA workers have been not coming to work because they haven't been getting paid because Congress can't seem to get this bill passed. So from what I understand and everything I read, it actually helped in a lot of places. Even CNN had a report talking about how it was smoother because they had extra people there on hand to check IDs and to facilitate people through lines to get people from point A.
So what's happening here is that TSA workers, they're not getting paid, so they're not showing up. They're like, I'm not going to get paid. I'm not going to show up.
This is across the country, because they haven't reopened that part of the government yet. So now the new thing is let's reopen welfare and food stamps and those types of things. But other things we're not going to, like our security in the air. Like, that's crazy. But, so they have not been getting paid. A lot of them, I think most of them, from what I've seen and read, have been showing up to work. They just haven't been getting a paycheck. Now, they will all get paid for their time, but it's just not going to happen until after they pass this.
So what,
bill.
do you get like a big
Save America
fat check once they decide to put everybody back to work?
I don't know. Or is it like our company that breaks it up over like 9 different paychecks?
They amortize.
We'll give you a bonus, but you're not going to get it today. You're not going to get it tomorrow. We'll get it to you in 6 months.
They amortize the payments.
What are you going to do? Anyway, so good that happened. 8:17. We've got music coming up from the Talking Heads and Soundgarden. You can always weigh in 805-543-3690.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to the podcast on Google, Apple, YouTube by clicking on Jeff and Jeremy at KZOC.com.
So it is Megadeth, and they are coming to the California Mid-State Fair. 2 shows were announced yesterday on the Mid-State Fair, the 20th and the 23rd. The 23rd is going to be some country act I've never heard of, and I listen to country music, so I have no idea who this Red Dirt Road, Little Back Road thing is, but they are big enough to come to the fair.
Tour.
The big news was Megadeth. Megadeth is going to be there on Monday the 20th.
Somebody called yesterday afternoon and asked if they're going to be doing a pre-sale. And no, they don't do a pre-sale. The only thing you can do would be see if like Megadeth has like a fan club or something like that. And then if you sign in through their fan club, sometimes they do pre-sales for their tickets. Either that or if you have like a really awesome credit card. Like, sometimes credit cards give you benefits. Like if you have like an amazing...
Well, a lot of credit cards do.
Right, yeah, but I mean like concert benefits. That's what they should do. They should do a concert benefit credit card. Like for music lovers. You know how they have like airplane credit cards and travel credit cards up the buku, right? But there's
certain department stores give you cash towards purchases.
Yeah. And you should do one for music lovers, like the rock and roll card. Hey, that's a working title, by the way. Okay.
The problem is,
royalty.
These bands, unless you
card.
live in a big city where, bands come to play, then it's kind of tough. Like, here we're lucky because we're right in the middle.
There's not enough people in Los Angeles that are living on credit. Come on.
Well, there is, but I mean, for a bank to do something nationally for everybody.
Well,
but what happens when you're in?
It doesn't apply.
You name it Ohio.
Well, the same argument.
Kansas.
It could be made on an airline card here, really, for the most part. I mean, it's not like every carrier comes into San Luis Obispo. There's just a select few,
Yeah, but a lot of the credit cards and even the airline cards, you can use your points on other airlines, especially like Delta, Alaska, and who's the other one that comes in? American Airlines, American Eagle. So yeah, a lot of times you can, those all interchange. And God, you got to fly to get anywhere out of here.
Is there an airline that you miss that went away through like consolidation or anything like that?
Alaska Airlines. I miss the old Alaska.
Oh yeah, because it was Virgin now.
Before they were Virgin, before they bought Hawaiian, before they became this bigger conglomerate, man, it was a great airline. And it still is a pretty damn good airline, but it's just not like it used to be. A lot of the little things a lot of the perks. You used to be able to upgrade to first class for like, it used to be $50. Then it was, even when it was $100, and they'd let you check a bag. And
did you hear the thing about Macaulay Culkin's wife? I don't know who she is. She's some actress, but in some show.
I saw a headline that they were on Alaska flight, and it was the flight from hell. It said, boom, boom.
Okay,
and the flight from hell was.
This is the privileged class complaining. It was not a flight from hell. I think people in Iran would disagree with you right now.
Jeff and Jeremy.
Did you say the headline you saw was "Flight from Hell" on Alaska
something
Airlines?
like that. It was something like that. Yeah.
Okay, it's not his wife; it's his fiance. I don't know how long they've been.
Okay.
They've been.
And this is Macaulay Culkin, the kid from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Grown up now. He's
I guess they've
engaged.
been dating for a long time.
Are these their babies?
Jeremy, yes, it is. Jeremy and Charlene engagement going on here, but with babies. Okay.
And they're older, by the way. We dated in high school. Didn't get married until we graduated and got jobs. Responsible thing to do.
Dated in high school, got married when they were in their 30s. Her name is Brenda Song. Apparently, she's famous for some show. She's an actress or something.
Okay.
And she started blasting Alaska Airlines after a nightmare travel experience with her family. She took to Instagram to do so because she's a bully. Frustrating situation where the airline allegedly gave away their first class seats on the morning of their flight, despite the fact that they had booked them 6 months in advance, Jeremy. So the family was forced to split into different planes. They were reassigned without warning, the family, including Macaulay Culkin, Brenda Song, and their 2 young sons, Dakota and Carson, 4 and 3 years old. They were separated and forced to sit in different parts of the plane. This whole trip was meant...
You said different planes. I thought you meant like they were on different flights.
Parts of the plane. Different parts of the plane.
Okay. All right.
The trip was meant to celebrate their son Dakota's 4th birthday, which was adding to Brenda's frustration because this 4th birthday was the most important birthday of his life. So
of course
to this point.
Of course it is. At this point. More important than his 3rd.
She went to her Instagram story. She says, I didn't know when you booked your first class tickets 6 months in advance on Alaska Air at Alaska Air. They can just give away your seats the morning of with no warning, splitting you up and your 3 and 4-year-old kids. Now, I doubt that they made the 3 and 4-year-olds sit next to strangers while Macaulay and Brenda were sitting elsewhere, split apart as well.
Yeah, well, it would have been up to the parents. This whole thing sounds weird. There's something being left out here. If you book your seats, even at the day before, and you show up and you've checked in, maybe they forgot to check in. But there's no reason they would give it. I mean, I've never heard of that.
But this is bad.
I'm sure it happened.
This is bad for Alaska Airlines because this is a celebrity bad mouthing the airline and saying that they'll never.
That big a deal. I honestly think people nowadays look at celebrities and like, shut your freaking mouth.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for splitting
Nobody
up that
cares.
family. This is the apology.
It happens. You're a regular person. Yeah.
This is the apology. Okay. It says. This is from Alaska Airlines. Traveling can be stressful, especially with young children, and we pride ourselves on being the top airline for traveling families. We're deeply sorry for adding the friction of the experience. The experience these guests had is unacceptable and not reflective of the care we strive to deliver. We have reached out to the family to make things right. They are blaming it on a system error, and they're are sorry for the system error of what's going on. The airlines aren't
the
perfect
problem
science.
too is, the gate agents. These are the people that when you get to the gate, they sit there and they threaten to take your bags and check them because they don't have enough overhead storage. And if you're not, in the first couple boarding classes, we're just gonna take your bags if you don't check them with us now. They start off nice and they're like, well, hey, here's the deal. We'll check your bag for free to your final destination. And then they come on and go, well, nobody came up, so here's what's going to happen. If you're in class D or E, we're just going to take your bags and check them. They've got this authoritarian thing going on. And they're not it depends. Sometimes you get a nice gate agent, sometimes you don't. But I sit there, and luckily I haven't had to deal with any of this. But I sit there and I watch people go up there and they get trash talked by these gate agents. Too much power. And that's what pisses people off, and that's why they get mad, and that's why they get fed up. And
if there's any celebrity that I'd want this to happen to, it's Macaulay Culkin, only because he has experience with it in both a trip to France and a trip to New York. His life has been one travel mishap after another as Kevin McAllister.
He should be prepared.
He's prepared. He's like, hey, Brenda, settle down. This kind of stuff happens all the time. Haven't you seen my first two movies? Come on. What doesn't
he could have got her in check, is what you're saying. Because he's
what doesn't kill you make you stronger. Believe me, they make movies about this stuff.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. And by the way, I don't think all gate agents are bad. I don't want, if there's a gate agent or he knows a gate agent or your friend's married to a gate agent, listen. Not everybody's bad, but there's enough bad to give him a bad rep, that's for sure. We got Bowie and Sweet coming up, plus your news now with
93.3 KZOZ rocks. This is Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
First of all, I love to put rock bands together based on their names because, as you know, if you have an original member of a band, that's going to tour. That band will tour. My thing is to put them together to make the marquee look cool, like Talking Heads and Simple Minds. That's who should tour. Meatloaf and Bread is a perfect double bill. Guess who? Who? You two? Yes. That's who. Now you get it. Fish Sticks. What's that? Blues Traveler with Train. Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark with Blind Melon. All right, that's... What's that? Boston with Chicago, Alabama, Kansas with Toto, Dead Kennedys with Slayer, Iron Maiden with Steely Dan, Rush, Traffic, Korn with Black Eyed Peas.
What? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? What's going on out there? It's a lot of commotion.
This is big news today.
Whoa. Oh, my goodness.
A lot of stuff going on.
And I could see this coming to the California Mid-State Fair since we are in fair concert season announcements. TLC, Salt and Pepper, and En Vogue. Mark my words. This has a very good opportunity.
I'm never going to get it.
See this being a fair show.
I'm never going to get it.
You're never going to get it? Either am I. No. But Salt, Pepper, En Vogue, and TLC, these were big bands in the 90s. I remember being in high school, and these were big bands. And they're getting back together. It's the Iconic Tour. They're going to hit 32 cities. And they're starting August 15th. But you know how they like to use the Mid-State Fair as a warm-up thing.
Yeah, as a testing ground.
Yeah, and they might be able to get a deal on it. So
I don't know.
I know there are three artists we don't play, but I think there are three artists most of us have heard of. And I could see them coming. I think...
First song that comes to mind, Salt and Pepper, go. Salt and Pepper, go. First song that comes to mind.
Salt and Pepper?
Mm-hmm. Salt and Pepper? Pepper.
Pepper, not pepper. Pepper.
Yes.
Salt and Pepper.
First song that comes to mind.
Push it.
Okay,
push it real good.
First song that comes to mind for TLC.
Waterfalls.
Me too. And first song that comes to mind for En Vogue.
Oh. They were slower.
Got it.
What is it?
We got a match on the first two. I want you to get a match on this one.
I can hear it. Hold on. Don't Let Go?
No. Free your mind.
That's not in vogue.
It's not. Free your
I don't
mind?
think it is.
Yes, I think
I don't know.
Free your mind and the rest will follow.
Maybe
Don't
it
be
is. I don't know. It's
colorblind. Don't be so shallow.
Yes, it is. There it is. And I said "Don't Let Go," and "Don't Let Go" is their biggest hit. Believe it or not, I thought "Free Your Mind" was a bigger song.
What's Don't Let
But,
Go? I don't even know what that is.
Well,
Hey, my treat today. I don't
What's Don't like?
discover.
I'm skipping the act.
Yeah, that's fine.
For it.
That's fine.
This is a great song, but it's a slow song.
You love this stuff, dude. I'm sorry, your musical tastes make you reek of Drakkar Noir.
Actually, you know what I'm wearing today? Curve. Remember Curve?
No!
I found it in a box from her college days. I'm like, hey, this still smells good. I'm going to put it on. Here it comes.
They have Drakkar Noir candles, don't they?
Yeah, you bought me one.
Did I?
Yeah, for Christmas, like 10 years ago.
Okay. Well,
I just found that in a box, too. It's almost all the way burnt.
you got to burn that. You got to burn that all the time on Friday nights.
Friday night.
Did you ever have a knit sweater with leather straps, like leather strips in it? Did you ever have one of those? Like I had
A what?
I had a
With
knit
leathers?
sweater. I had a knit sweater. It was like black and white.
Oh, no, with the pleather strap. No, I know what you're talking about. I don't think I did.
Pleather strip that went like diagonally across
Something like
front
the
of
kids in Belle Biv DeVoe would wear.
Yeah. And it was like a
Put it
kind
in
of
a
a
body bag,
half turtleneck thing going on. And I would wear a fake gold chain with that. That was about
Oh my God.
eighth or ninth
See,
grade.
that was some super cheese, bro. I never did that.
Yeah. That's what that smells like right there.
And I never bought a bottle of Drakkar Noir. I never did. I was Obsession. I was Claiborne. I was Eternity.
Your musical
I was
taste.
Cool Water.
Your
I don't think
musical-
I had Claiborne. That was my buddy. I had Cool Water.
Your musical taste would suggest that you reek of Drakkar Noir. I'm gonna go.
I remember my buddy wore Jupe. Oh my God, that stuff stinks.
I'm gonna go get some
That stuff
Drakkar.
was so bad.
I'm gonna go get some Drakkar. And
Hey, I don't think Drakkar was bad. It's just everybody had it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't want to be another Drakkar.
Which is weird because in your adult life, you buy clothes at Costco and everybody has those clothes. Everybody. I was so embarrassed the other day. The other day, my wife bought me not the other day, like last fall, she bought me this jacket, and she was at Costco, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a nice jacket. I'll go ahead and wear that." I wore it to flag football that night. 3 people had that jacket on.
Wait a second. Was it the Banana Republic one?
No,
it was
some
stitched?
kind of. It was.
Because it was only $10. I almost bought it. I'm like, this is $10.
No, it was.
Where
It
can you
was
get
like
a heavy jacket for $10.
It's like a green flannel jacket. It's actually really cheap because I noticed that the paint's coming off of the buckle. Like there's a snap on the pocket on the front, on a chest pocket. And
I think I saw you wear it last week.
Yeah. I still wear it on like cold days because it's good. It's a good not cold days, but like it's a good
But
light
it was cheap.
weather.
That's the thing. She probably paid like less than $10 for that.
$10 for that.
Yeah.
And
How
I was
do you
like,
beat that?
I was like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, but and then I saw a woman wearing
Now
it.
just
No,
wear it.
this
Don't
is-
wear it to football because everybody
this
at
is where
football's got it.
this is where it has gone. It is gone in the trash now at this point because I was wearing it the other day. And this woman was wearing the exact same jacket walking across the parking lot at Albertsons, and I took it off immediately.
Hey, why are you wearing men's clothes?
I took it off immediately.
Hey, she's wearing men's clothes.
I took it-
I'm not wearing women's.
I took it off immediately, and I threw it in the back of the car. And it's never coming out again.
Oh my God, that's great. Okay, Megadeth. We are giving away tickets today. That's going to be Know the Show. We're less than an hour away from that. Hang on. Petty and the Foo Fighters are on.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. This is Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Okay, so Joe Daddy writes in and he takes a screenshot of basically AI. And this is the summertime blend gasoline explanation. specialized lower volatility fuel
Volatility.
required by the EPA between June 1st and September 15th to reduce smog-forming evaporative emissions in warmer weather. So, here we are, last 3 weeks. It's been really hot. Summertime temperatures. Everybody I talk to says, oh man, it feels like summertime right now. It's summertime right now. We're burning this wintertime gas, just plugging up the atmosphere with all these smog, and this is what I'm getting at.
No, Jeff, this is a bunch of crap. Okay?
Yes, exactly.
Listen,
This is totally a bunch of crap. This is the EPA. Like if this was truly an issue, the EPA would be looking at the weather in California and saying, "Whoa, it's going to be 95 over the next 3 weeks. Maybe we should switch to the gas." And then they switch to the gas. Like when the tank runs out, okay, we're putting in the summertime blend on this one, and then they should pump it in. But this is government bureaucracy at its finest, right? They're like, it's not really for the results. It's just to justify a job at the EPA. They're like, okay, what if we say we tweak the ingredients of the fuel a little bit, and then we'll have a summertime blend and we'll have a wintertime blend. Is this kind of the way everybody's going to just be accepting of it? And then it gives us, job security, because then somebody's got to switch the summertime fuel to the wintertime fuel, because that is BS over the last 3 weeks in California when it's been summertime temperatures and we've been burning the wintertime gasoline. I mean, I'm surprised we're not all keeling over and dying at this point. How have we been so lucky to escape this tragedy? This fuel contains fewer light ends, like butane, to prevent evaporation, often increasing production costs and resulting in higher pump prices. That's according to the American Fuel and Petroleum Commission. BS. Gas is gas. And if gas wasn't gas, then you guys would have switched over. You'd been like, oh man, this is an emergency. Summertime blend. I mean, we got a heat wave coming over the Southwest right now. It's not just California. It's Arizona. It's Nevada. It's parts of Southern Oregon. It's, all the way into the interior right now.
So I understand what he was saying, but I that's not quite what I said. And I wanted to come back and just tell you what I said. And I actually brought it up. I was trying to go off the top of my head. It's called RVP. It's an additive that they add in the wintertime. And they add it so the fuel evaporates more easy. It's essential for cold starts. I don't know if you've ever had an issue where you go to start an engine when it's really cold and it has a hard time starting. If you put non-ethanol fuel in your vehicle or in whatever, and it's really cold, and I'm talking like below 40, it may have a hard time starting because there's that winter additive that they add that helps the gasoline burn a little bit hotter. In the summertime, they lower that additive, they take it out, and that's what, and we pay more for that apparently, because for some reason the summer gas is always a little bit more.
I know the reason. I know the reason why people drive more in the summertime. That's why the gas is a little bit higher.
The RVP, which they take out, is also leads to increased smog pollution, like what Joe just said.
Still want to blame...
just a little bit more to it.
Still want to blame U.S. and Israel for the gas prices? How come bureaucracy wasn't an option on the KZOZ.com poll question brought to you by McCarthy's? Because bureaucracy...
Oh, let's do the update on that.
Yeah,
Why we look up that. Diesel and Pismo, $8 a gallon.
Yes.
Thank you, Rock Society Terry, for sending that in. How about Pearl Jam? How about tickets to see Megadeth still coming up?
93.3 KZOZ rocks the 805.